it's Lana again. Sorry that I wasn't in the last rotation of vlogs, but I've actually been super busy. Um, which kind of comes into play with what was going on today. Mostly today, besides work and everything, was the last day of my college quarter. So I had to go into schools, pick up finals, pick up art projects. Thankfully, not only did I pass, but I got A's and everything, so I'm really proud of myself because I really, really love art and would like to do something with it. And this was a very hard teacher, and I learned a lot, and I'm glad she liked what I did. So maybe in future vlogs I'll show you some of those sketches or something, but for now I'm just kind of riding the high on finishing it up. I still don't know how I feel about the projects as like individuals instead of just homework for beginning drawing, you know? So yeah, I've mostly been doing that. I've been working on finals a lot, wrote a lot of papers, started getting more projects done, and having some interesting, just different life changes and different ideas about where I want to go with both my career and my creative side and all of that jazz. Nothing that I can talk too firmly about right now, but we could say primarily I've been trusting my own instincts more and trying to prioritize my work and my success over the work and success of other people. I've been thinking a lot about mentor relationships and about that strange moment when you realize either you've outgrown somebody that you still really look up to or just have changed a lot. Yeah, like what's that Star Wars quote, right? The something along the lines of the sad thing for every master is realizing that you are what the students grow to overcome, something along those lines. So just transition and thinking about transition and realizing that I don't have nearly as many roots here as I once thought I did, and that is both scary and also really, really exhilarating and opens a lot of possibilities because right now I can basically do anything. So yeah, I've been considering possibilities, considering options, desperately want to get out of poverty, weighing different things, getting through school, you know, a lot of stuff that most people go through and in the equivalent of their quarter life crisis, even though I'm fast approaching 30, but who knows, with the way medical science is these days, maybe this is my quarter life and I'm going to live for a long time. But overall, very good. Like, I thought this would be a lot more traumatizing and upsetting, and not really. It actually feels really, really good. And in a way, like, I described it the other day, like taking a breath for the first time in years. And it's leading to a lot of wild ideas and just really cool, interesting things I'm thinking about doing. And I don't know if any of them will pan out, but for the first time I can both dream it and think it, and there's possibility of doing it if I decide that's what I want to do. Yeah, so I'm very happy. I was going to show you my cosplays this time around, because by the time I'm filming this, and definitely by the time that it's posted, I'll have already done Emerald City Comic Con, or have already done Emerald City Comic Con, and unfortunately I ended up getting really bad headaches that whole weekend, so I never did a complete cosplay, but I did have some cool costumes put together, and maybe at some point I'll kind of refine them and show you guys. That's something I'd really like to get a lot better at, and I find just really a blast and a lot of fun. For the most part, though, just appreciating that spring is coming. It was gorgeous today, finally warm, like finally turn all heaters off, leave the jacket in the car kind of warm, and I feel like I have like 30 times more energy when that comes around, so I ended up being just in a fantastic mood today. Yeah, there's actually not a ton I can talk about in terms of what's brewing in my life, either because there's like a lot of projects that have non-disclosures or are just too far in planning stages, like too early in planning stages for me to talk too much about. But I do have a lot going on, and I have a lot of options, and I'm considering a lot of possibilities. Hoping to do a lot more networking soon, hoping to kind of expand my fan base and especially my creative base, because I want new ideas and I want new friends and new talents and new skills, and I think this is the perfect time to pursue that. Yeah, a lot of change, new phase in life, and I'm very excited for it, even though it is terrifying, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, and everything feels uncertain, but I don't know. When everything feels uncertain, it also means that really fantastic things can come into your life and can come into my life. So I'm open to opportunities. I mean, I already live a pretty hard life, so what's the trouble in taking chances, you know? Like, I don't know. I can't think of many worst case scenarios I could fall into that I could prevent. That would be unbearable or insurmountable right now. And a whole lot of really good possibilities that could become reality. So, wishing on stars, putting energy out there, like, just doing the best that I can. I'd love if you left comments and talked a little bit about either what's going on in your life or just advice for new phases, advice for anything, really. I'm really open to different things. I'm considering, I don't know, all kinds of options, all kinds of projects. Finishing up my degree finally in probably the next year. So then thinking about, like, do I want to move somewhere after that? What kind of career do I want to enter into if doing solo stuff doesn't work out? How to make it more likely that my solo work turns out? How, when, and in what way I want to start a family. I feel like everything is kind of converging in on one moment. But, you know, for all I know, it'll all be different in 6 months. So, in a way, it's kind of cool that I'm vlogging because you guys get to follow me in this new phase and this transition. And by the time I stop vlogging, who knows where I'm going to be. So, if you're watching this in the distant future, hope I ended up somewhere nice. So yeah, leave comments, leave questions. I do respond to all of them. I know that this seems like not a lot of content today, but it is nice to just check in and I don't know, talk to everybody watching, and maybe you guys can kind of sympathize with what's going on. And maybe you've been there before, maybe you're going through it right now. I'd love to hear more about your process. Yeah. Oh, I've been trying to do song recommendations in each one, and a song has been on my mind a lot since the last time. Finally in English. I've been doing a lot of Korean stuff. I believe it's called There For You by Troye Sivan. I'll leave a link in the comments or in the description, depending on where it gets put. But it's not only is it upbeat and really nice, but it's kind of nice hearing somebody sing about the kind of relationship that I'm next looking to have, kind of more equitable and partnering. I don't know. A lot of times love songs are either really tragic or one-sided, or super lovey-dovey, and I like one that's a little more realistic, but in a happy way, not in a like everything will hurt way. So check it out. It's kind of a fun dancey track, but also just I think a really good message, and it's felt empowering and nice to me lately. What songs are you listening to? Let me know. I'd love to have a chat with you in the comments. Until then, I'll see you next time. I don't know how long rotations are, but probably before the end of the month again. So yeah, thank you for joining me.